This is our third video on heading to Alaska 2024. If you're new to our channel, we're Mike and Debbie Kelly. We decided to take an epic road trip to Alaska. In today's video, we pick up where we left off, and we just got to the Theodore Roosevelt National Park on the far west end of North Dakota. Is that a buffalo? Yes, that is a buffalo.
Ah, look at that.
Pretty cool. Just a lone buffalo out there. I think this is day 11 on my trip to Alaska. Day 11 of a planned, almost 4 or 5 months that we're planned to be on the road, going through Canada and Alaska, back to Canada, and then home. Painted Canyon Visitor Center. Stop in and check it out. It's a little far away, but there is a buffalo right there. Yeah, I don't know what those are. Kind of has that Badlands feel to it, doesn't it? The Painted Canyon?
Painted Canyon.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at the little tiny people down there. Very cool. Okay, this is day one. Day one. It's like day 7 of the trip, but day 1 of the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. And this is Painted Canyon. After a short exploration outside, we went inside to get our National Parks Pass stamped.
Theodore Roosevelt National Park, Painted Canyon stamp.
Check. What's that one?
It's the buffalo. We're going to put it in
Put
here.
the buffalo in there too. Very cool. And this was a successful stop, and we did pick up a magnet. I'll show that to you here a little bit later. But I think we need to head to the campground.
This is Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Heading into the national park. We just stopped at Painted Canyon. Reminds us a lot of the Badlands in South Dakota.
The Theodore Roosevelt National Park is very spread out. There's like a northern section and then a southern section, but both sections lie along the Little Missouri River between Medora and Watford City and are largely surrounded by the Missouri River National Grasslands.
Into Theodore Roosevelt National Park. It's like we're going up. There's I-94 heading west. Roosevelt Park entrance is 2 miles.
And we did drive through the town of Medora on the way to the entrance to the area where our campground was.
This is Medora.
People live here.
Farmhouse.
Boots Bar and Grill.
There's a school, so of course.
Oh, there's a school.
That looks neat. Fudge and Ice Cream Depot in Medora. This would be a cute town to walk around. There's the sign.
Tickets to take a railroad. What's that? Oh, boutique and gallery. Theodore Roosevelt National Park. There's the entrance. When we got to the second entrance to the national park, there was a visitor center there as well, and we went inside and got our National Parks Pass stamped again. And I also should tell you, with our National Parks Pass, we were able to stay for 2 nights for $14 total at the National Parks campground. Before we left the visitor center, they had I don't know if it was a replica or the real McCoy of where Teddy Roosevelt stayed when he came to visit this area. They had the house nicely, protected, and that was pretty cool. The check-in here at the Welcome Center and the campground check-in was not so big rig friendly. There were a lot of spots, but really only a couple of places where rigs the length of ours could park.
We are heading to Cottonwood Campground in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Looks like an interesting drive.
And the name of our campground, the Cottonwood Campground, lies inside the park, about 5 miles from Medora. And it is the South Unit's only campground. And this campground has a total of 76 sites, but only the odd-numbered sites are reservable. All the even sites, or half, are open to walk-ins on a first-come, first-served basis. There are no hookups available at this campground, but they do have potable water at the entrance. And I will add that there is no cell phone reception and no internet connectivity, but of course, we have Starlink, so we were fine. It was a good 5, maybe 6 mile drive from the point where we checked in back to the Welcome Center before we got to the campground entrance. On the drive up to our campground, we came across this prairie dog community. It's pretty cool.
Out there, you can see them. Look at them. Oh my gosh. And bison. There's more buffalo. Oh, there he is. There he is, right there. Go.
This was one of the biggest prairie dog communities we've ever seen.
Oh, they're so cute. Remember the prairie dogs at Devil's Tower National Monument? That was pretty neat too. We've arrived at Cottonwood Campground. Careful. incredible waterfall right there. Oh, 2. Wait. Did you pass it? 3. We're 1. Is anybody behind us? That's 2. I think we...
We'll sit here.
Let me get out.
Because it's going to be back in it.
Yep. One. This is it. I think we can do Starlink. I think it's okay.
Short.
I know. Look, it's pretty clear.
It's got our name on it.
Yep. Let's do it.
Oh, have to watch those rocks to make sure I go my rear end clears them.
Yep.
After we got all set up, we went out to check out the rest of the campground. So we just came down here just to check out the campgrounds for the tent campers, and the tent campers are right along the river. So let's check a couple of these things out. I think if you're tent camping, they have some of the best locations right on the river. The Little Missouri River is a dominant feature in the Theodore Roosevelt National Park. The river flows north from its origins in Wyoming near the Black Hills and the Bighorn Mountains. I don't know, as fast as those ducks are moving, you'd go downstream and then we'd be screwed. We haven't been on long enough to worry about it. I like the way he has his bike so crazy. So check out our campground. It's pretty big, pretty wide open, a lot of distance between campers, and as you can see, it's not full, but oddly enough, we had one heck of a time getting in here. We could only find, we wanted to stay here 3 days or 3 nights, and we couldn't get in. There was no room, and so we were only able to stay 2, and then we have to leave. But there's a lot of empty spots here, so not quite sure what's going on there. But there are some spots down by the river that are pull through that are, my goodness, you could hold 2 or even 3 fifth wheels. They're just a lot of area, and a great location. I think if we come back, well, we will come back here again, and I think we'll try to get in here for 2 or 3 days. I mean, it's if we can get in here at least 3 days, there's a lot to see and do in Medora, and the park is pretty big. And anyway, so let me show you.
kind of see back over in there the mountaintops. And I say mountaintops, we're only talking 3,000 feet, maybe 3,500 feet. I'm not sure what the exact hikes are, but they're not huge, but they're not small by any means either. We do have solar, but we are underneath a tree. Solar has done okay, not great. We've had to run the generator, and the generator hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we've just tried to run them for, I don't know, 2 hours in the morning and maybe 2 hours at night. So it's been doing fine between the solar and the generator. We do have the Blue Eddy in there from time to time. If we want to shut it down for quiet hours, we can use the Blue Eddy to either power the refrigerator for a little longer, or we can watch TV and use the Starlink and run our computers. So off of that, and it takes next to nothing for that. So the Blue Eddy has come through as well. Check it out, right here beside the camper.
So they have a big scenic loop drive in the park, but it was partially shut down due to, I don't know, some construction of some sort. So we took the longer of the two legs. So we'll bring you along as we check out this park.
Driving through Theodore Roosevelt National Park.
We are on the 36-mile scenic loop drive. Coal vein fire ahead. Do not
there. We see something. A
deer. A pronghorn.
No, I don't think it was a pronghorn. What was that one called? Let's go this way and see if we can see it.
Okay.
So apparently there is a coal vein fire that's been burning since 1951. And in somewhere around 2001 or 2021, 2022, it's been burning intermittently and or gone dormant.
All right, I had to stay back here because I did not trust myself. As you know, I don't do well with hikes. So Debbie went on out to the end. It looks really awesome, but it just looked. I just don't think I could have made that hike out there, but she did, and I'm sure she got some pretty awesome views. I have some awesome views from here, and this is as good as I'm going to get, but she took her phone and her camera, so maybe she'll see something. But this is pretty cool. They say this is supposed to be the most scenic of all of the places here in the Theodore Roosevelt National Park in Medora, North Dakota. So anyway, we did it. I think we've successfully checked off another one, and cheers, everybody. Do it, but you said you did it.
It's a prickly pear.
That's right, it's a prickly pear. Cool. Who'd have thought cactuses in North Dakota? A lot of them right here.
was.
Oh wow! Look at all of them. Oh my gosh, they're so majestic.
And our next stop was the Wind Canyon Trail. We were going to do this. It was just a short hike out and back.
This is called Wind Canyon. And I don't know, it doesn't drop terribly far, maybe only 200 to 300 feet. Might drop 400 or 500 feet on down there. There's some wild horses. Debbie, you're missing it.
Wild horses?
Sam?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Let me see if I can't.
The All Trails app labeled this as a medium skilled hike.
Coming up.
Yeah, well, yeah. I do.
Here's Mike trying to make it up a steep cliff, filming himself instead of just trying to get
You can see the horse tracks that were walking along. They walked up to the water, then they walked on down. And I don't know if you can see it, but they did finally cross down there. The trail gets a little thin here.
After that hike, it was time to find a place to rest for a little bit. And this place made a pretty good Bloody Mary. Anyway, our 2 days went by pretty quick, and it was time to hit the road again. The national park campground that we just stayed at did have fresh water that we could fill on the way out, but there was no dump station. So we went into town to the Medora campground and paid $5 to dump our tanks.
And we're here at the Medora campground, $5. Anybody can come in and dump. They have this setup here, very nice, very easy to do. Have a little historic building right here too. I don't know exactly any details of it, but it looks pretty cool.
We finished dumping, we paid our $5, and we went back out and hit the road and continued our trek west. We're going to save that for next week's video. And on next week's video, we'll continue our trek across Montana and eventually turn north to Alaska. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And we hope to see you out here on the road, but if we don't, we'll see you here next week. And as always, and until next time, cheers everybody.